Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of TCG Talk. Hopefully you're having a great day, and in today's video we're going to be doing a quick recap of the keynote that went on today at the World Championship for Flesh and Blood. The official video has not came out yet, however, an amazing creator, AgroBlaze, streamed it live, so we got a couple screen caps. I just want to kind of go over some of the big ticket items, what the next set is going to be, how some of the organized play is going to look for the next year, and just give our initial reactions. And then once the full video comes out, we'll do like a bigger, more deep dive. So hopefully you enjoy it. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hopefully you enjoy your stay. If you're a long-standing supporter, thank you so much as always. I know I look like a baby face. I shave my face. For anyone who has been watching my channel for a couple years, you know that I used to never have facial hair, so it's kind of like a blast to the past a little bit. But we're going to bring this up. The first and quickest one is the new set upcoming in February of next year was announced. I can never say this word. I'm going to butcher it every single time. For some reason, my brain does not switch on when I want to say it. But Compendium of Rathe is coming out February 13th, 2026. The key with this is it is an expansion set. If you watch the reveal trailer for this on the Flesh and Blood channel, you'll notice a bunch of different heroes popping up. You have like Bolton, Ira, Prism, Dromai, Fang, Rhinar, all these different heroes, and even Enigma and stuff like that coming out. So it is going to be an expansion set, which I'm super excited about. I love expansion sets. Crucible of War was one of my favorite sets that came out. And even though Dusk Till Dawn didn't, well, it wasn't really an true, or it was an expansion set. It kind of was like a mix, and it wasn't mine. It was very well sold, as Brian Gottlieb said. So I'm glad to see them coming back to expansion sets, but it says, our scribes have called from echoes of the past down through generations. Sit close by the hearth as we open the most hallowed of our texts, the Compendium of Rathe. I don't know why I have such trouble saying that. The key thing with this is it is an expansion set. It has been designed around Silver Age and CC play is what they're saying. So premium supplementary booster set designed around those two formats with 80 new equipment, commons, and rares designed for Silver Age, and a vast range of reprints of the game's most iconic cards. And that's like one of the first things that I wanted to talk about. They have some of these down here. As you can see, the Antiquity Pack is a big thing. We'll talk about that in a second, but they have iconic reprints in set, not just in like the top packs. It's like Balance of Justice and Shelter from the Storm was one of the biggest ones that they showed. They also showed, I don't have it on here, but they have Eye of Ophidia and other Fableds are going to be in the Antiquity Pack. So some of the key reprints in the box itself will be stuff like Balance of Justice and Shelter from the Storm. And then in these Antiquity Pack, which are similar to like the gold packs from High Seas, you're going to be getting full art treatments of a bunch of these reprints, as well as Fables being reprinted as well, which I know people will be super excited about. But something for everyone, powerful new support for every hero, class, and talent in the game, fan favorite mechanics and reprints of iconic cards, more than 80 equipment for Silver Age itself, and then also, again, supporting Silver Age. So Old Legends, new chapters. You can see here a host of new cards. We got Savage Claw, which is a 2-for-3 that can be a 2-for-4 brute weapon. We have Trench of the Watery Depths, Magmatic Carapace, and then Comeback Kicks. You can take a look at those as well. And then they're talking about Silver Age. Silver Age is going to be a big deal with this set. It's going to be supporting Silver Age a lot. And the world premiere for this set will be in London, February 6th through 8th. Some of the kind of things about this set that is interesting, it's not necessarily a negative or a positive, it's just something to keep out for. Even though this set will be supporting Silver Age and CC, it is going to have a higher price tag. As you can see, the MSRP at USD is $145, which is pretty significantly higher than your average like $120 for the most part, right? It says the unilateral price policy is around $120, so it won't be too much more expensive, just a little bit. But the difference in this set, and I think why it kind of bolsters that price tag, is it's a 348 card set, which is huge. 9 cards per pack, 24 packs per display, 4 displays per case, 23 Marvels, 8 Legendaries, 59 Majestics, 124 Rares, and then this is what the key one, we have a cold foil every 8 packs. It replaces a rare. So you will get 4, math in public, you'll get 4 cold foils per box, which is pretty insane. Now, what level of cold foil you get kind of depends, but that is really crazy to see, something we've never had in Flesh and Blood before. 1 rainbow foil per pack, obviously, 3 rares or higher, and then 5 commons. And that's kind of how that looks. As far as some of the the product, I always like looking at the product sheet. The product sheet's a really good thing to look at as well if you want a little bit more insight into what could be happening. As you can see, there is the Eye of Ophidia reprint. Brian Gottlieb said there's going to be several Fableds being reprinted in these Antiquity packs, which is really, really cool to see. I'm really excited to get to see people open that. And then this was the one that blew me away the most. These are some of these expansion cards. I want to know what Become the Bottle is. For the love of goodness, please let me see this ninja card. It's so annoying I can't read it. But they're going to be having, obviously, expansion cards for a multitude of things. You can see Mechanologists here, Elemental cards, Draconic cards, Ninja cards. I love these Aria-style artworks. They look sick. Really excited to see what those are. And then we have a bunch of different equipment for a host of different classes. So more than 80 equipment cards, staggering amount, with 50 legal for the Silver Age format. Main options you can bring are more than ever. And then they, again, talk about the set distribution. And they're also going to have it in Japanese as well, which is really cool. And the Antiquity pack is a 38-card set, 1 Marvel, 3 Fabled, 7 Legendary, 17 Majestics, 10 Rare, and 27 Puzzles. 3 cards per pack, 1 per display, which is really, really cool. So that's what the new set is. Other kind of key things that I picked out. Again, this is from AgroBlaze's stream. I'll link his stuff down below. Please go follow him. I just screen capped it from his because it's all we got right now. But these are some of the big points about the keynote that I thought were interesting. 1, Silver Age. Silver Age is going to be incorporated into the entire organized play next season. It's going to be a part of everything. For ProQuest season, which you'll talk about here in a second. Let's see, where is it? Yeah, as you can see right here, we're going to have 2 weeks of Silver Age ProQuest, followed by 3 weeks of CC ProQuest. So you can already see it's going to be a big part of it. The biggest thing with Silver Age, though, and Brian Gottlieb said this, is they're having a completely different way of rotating heroes. What they're going to do at the start of every season, not starting with Pin, but with the next set, they're going to have a fan or player vote online. I don't know how they're going to do it, but it's like player-wide base vote on the top 3 heroes that we want to see rotated out of the next season. So if, it's Dash, Ira, whatever, Lexi, those are the 3 heroes will not be allowed to play in the next season, and then the developers will pick a 4th and final hero. So we'll see 4 total heroes not be able to play season per season. If a hero is voted on again to be out, then it'll sit out for 2 seasons. If it's voted on again, it'll be sit out for 3 seasons. I think that's how I interpreted Brian Gottlieb saying it. So this is interesting. I don't know what to think of this. It's going to be really funny because we're always blaming LSS for the way they, balance or, everybody complains, including myself sometimes, on the meta. Now we're in charge of the meta when it comes to Silver Age. And this is going to be at a Pro Tour level event. Silver Age will be at the next Pro Tour. We will not have Limited. It will be Classic Constructed and Silver Age as the formats for the next Pro Tour. So a lot is riding on the players for what they want to see in the upcoming formats, which is just, it's unreal. So that was one thing. Another thing is the tournament packs. These will be replacing the participation promos that you get at major tournaments. You'll be getting a tournament pack instead. According to Brian Gottlieb, these will have really cool art treatments of iconic cards from common to, I don't know the exact rarity distribution. I don't remember what he said for that, but it's going to be what he calls tournament staples. So it could be maybe Snatch, Sink Below, whatever the case may be. I don't know. But these will be replacing your promo cards at major events, which I thought was really interesting. Then they came out with the competitive season. We have Skirmish season coming up, obviously, in November, December, and then Road to Nationals in January and February, followed by ProQuest season. ProQuest season will have a change. We will be having 2 weeks of Sage level ProQuest, followed by 3 weeks of CC ProQuest, which is pretty impactful, followed by another Skirmish season. So really chock full already in the first half. They announced a bunch of different events that are going to be happening. The one thing I noticed that I don't say they breezed over on purpose, but it was interesting was there's only one, if I remember correctly, there's only one calling level event, between January and the U.S. Championship in June. I think it was Columbus. I did not see another calling level event. Now, that's not to say they won't be another one. They might have just not shown them all. But if I saw it correctly, there's only one U.S. calling level event. I wonder if that's because of the travel stuff that's going on in our country, things like that. Or I could have just missed the event, as possible. But that was something that I did notice. And then finally, we have the product lineup for next year. We have Armory Deck Rhinar and Armory Deck Arachne or Slippy coming out at the end of this year. Then we have Compendium of Rathe. I don't know why I have such trouble saying that. Followed by Silver Age coming out in Q1. Q2 will be Set 19, which is yet to be announced. Followed by Armory Deck Hala is going to be this new warrior, and I don't have the screenshot for it. I mean, you can see him or her right there. I'm assuming a her. But it's a warrior that's like you pay 3 to tap it and you sharpen a target sword you control and give it a +1 counter. And then at the end of the turn, it loses its counter. So I'm assuming it kind of goes with Resplendent, the sword from the Dory battle box. And then we have Silver Age Chapter 3 coming out, followed by in Q3 and Q4, we have one more set, 2 Mastery Packs, and 2 Armory Decks. And Brian Gottlieb made sure to address saying, they learned a lot from the last Mastery Pack. They learned from the mistakes that they made, and they're really excited about these upcoming Mastery Packs, as am I. So that's kind of like the down dirty of like some of the key points. They did go off with like the OP schedule and stuff like that, but I thought those would be the biggest things that you all would want to know. I will link the article down below as well as AgroBlaze's live stream. Please go check that out. But what were your initial reactions? I really want to know what this Ninja card is. I want to know what all these cards are, but super excited for this. Maybe it's a Benji card. Who knows? It might be a Benji card if it's Silver Age. But yeah, super excited for it. Well, they have to reprint Benji. But overall, really excited. Let me know what your initial thoughts are down below. I'd love to hear it. If you like this type of content, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe. If not me, go down to AgroBlaze below. Leave a like, comment, subscribe on his stuff. He is one of the premier creators in the game. Does an amazing job. Deserves a lot of love. Definitely check out his stuff as well. But thank y'all so much. Y'all have a great rest of your night, and I'll see y'all next time on TCG Talk.